Alright, this is week 5 of the Lost of Track League. Um, Last week I did take my first loss, so this is kind of a comeback week for me. But otherwise, the Sassy Sylveons have been doing pretty good. This week we're against AJay and the Toronto Toads. Um, this is one of the matches I was most worried about, just because he kind of has like a lot of really strong mons. He does like a lot of damage, a lot of support to make sure he gets the damage off. He has like a lot of different directions he can go to make it work. Um, so it's just one I was like a little bit worried about. He started off pretty strong, especially. And also, we have this funny thing here where my team is the Sassy Sylveons, but somebody decided round 2 that they needed Sylveon. So it did kind of have a moral imperative to win this week. Um, but yeah, um, this week again, I mean, he's kind of forced to prepare for this trick room mode. I've been running it basically every week. And as you can see from like the speeds here, it generally favors me a lot more than it does him. My fastest mod is 85. His fourth fastest is 85, right? And he's like a few other mods kind of around that area, right? Um, so there's something he is kind of forced to think about. Because of that, I definitely expected him to bring this Dusclops. There's no way he's not going to bring it, even just to reverse Trick Room and just be obnoxious and annoying. It gets Will-O-Wisp, it gets Haze, it gets Brick Break. Nightshade is just pretty consistent damage around a lot of the mitigation that I could possibly have. Um, so yeah, I figured he was definitely going to bring this. A good partner with that, obviously Hariyama. Um, that's his like slowest mon that isn't like a useless support. Um, Also, we have big scary Tyranitar. Doesn't like the big punchy guy. Fighting moves are pretty good. Um, so I figured he would bring that. Um, Otherwise, I wasn't too sure on exactly what he would bring. Um, because again, my team is so physical, especially this like Tyranitar. Um, I thought he might bring the Gyarados just to both intimidate and also, um, you know, get some good damage off with Waterfall and stuff. This is one of his. Actually, I don't know how many mons on this team get taunt, but I know this is one of the mons on his team that is both good and gets taunt, right? So I thought he might bring it to try to shut down the Fergaraf or even the Clefairy or something, right? So I did kind of expect the Gyarados to show up, mostly for the kind of utility, but it has potential to do some decent damage. I don't have an electric type, so, it's not scared of that. I mean, it is weak to rock, but it also intimidates, so, I don't know, probably kind of even. As for like damage on his team, I really thought he would bring either the Ceruledge or this Porygon 2, or Z. Um, yes, this is super weak to Tyranitar, but this is Gen 9 and he can terrestrialize, and also, I feel like he has potential answers for Tyranitar in terms of like Will-O-Wisp, Intimidate, fighting types. Um, so then I thought he might try to like plan around, okay, get rid of Tyranitar, just kill everything with this guy. Similarly, Porygon Z, I do have some good resists in the T-Tar and the Corviknight, especially as these two have kind of often been the carry of the team. Um, but as we saw from week 1, well, if you click Hyper Beam with Specs, it doesn't really matter if you resist that, you're kind of just taking a ton of damage. Um, so I thought he might bring it just, it's probably not getting Okos on too much of my team, but it is probably doing significant amount of damage, right? Um, and the other mon I guess I was pretty sure he was going to bring was this Hydreigon. Um, yes, I have a lot of fairy types, but again, Terrestrialization, this mon gets Flash Cannon. I kind of thought he would go for like a Terra Steel Flash Cannon route just to kind of have an answer to the fairies. Um, I don't know how many weeks he's brought it. I think he brought it like the first week, and I don't know any other weeks after that. But he does have this kind of like crit option with Hydreigon that we're gonna see come back in Regage, with like a Focus Energy, Scope Lens, and just crit every Draco Meteor, which I thought he might be tempted to bring against me, because I have this Klefki and I'm bringing it a lot and setting up screens. So I thought he might be inclined to bring that. But at the same time, again, I have so many fairies, and I thought I kind of predicted he would want like coverage moves off of this mon, right? If you're locking yourself into the crit mode, you're kind of giving up a coverage move or another or your dark stab. Um, so I thought he would bring it. I didn't think he'd go for the crit mode, but I did want to like be prepared for that just in case. Um, I did think he might bring the Sylveon just to be kind of funny, but I don't necessarily think it does a ton into my team. Um, I have some pretty bulky mons with like the Corv and the T-Tar, and for Graph and like I mean all these ones are pretty bulky, right? So I don't necessarily think he's gonna do a ton of damage. Um, I haven't bringing Iron Head very often, so maybe he gets away with being a fairy type. A Terra Water Sylveon was something I thought he might bring with like a Terra Water Blast or something. But I kind of felt like I had some decent answers in like into this mon. And then the Volcarona was the other mon I wasn't sure if he would bring. I feel like he has like good reasons to bring it in terms of this is probably his best answer into Corviknight, um, and or just redirecting Will-O-Wisp, stuff like that as kind of a support mon. It has some good value. Um, but obviously this is super weak to rock types, and I have big scary rock type. Um, but yeah, in terms of what we actually did bring, um, so this was my original plan. Originally I was gonna bring Rillaboom. I had this covert cloak just to make sure I could never get faked out and always be able to taunt the Dusclops. And otherwise it was mostly just there to get like pretty good neutral damage into targets. I think depending on how he EV'd, like Woodhammer was maybe an OHKO on P2. But mostly was just to kind of like get good neutral damage into Porygon, Sylveon, Hariyama, stuff like that. Um, Cheetar again, I mean, this is kind of like the guy. Um, I was like going back and forth on a lot of like the moves for this in the Terra type. Obviously I do want my stabs. The low kick was mostly for Hydreigon. Um, also just in case there's a random Terra Steel to try to resist like the Rock Slide and stuff. But I wanted to make sure I had some way to hit Hydreigon that wasn't just a fairy move because I did kind of expect it to be sort of a Terra Fairy or Terra Steel Flash Cannon situation for this Terra Fairy. And then I do have the Terra Fairy Blast because quite effective into this guy, good super effective against this guy, and like super strong neutral damage into most other targets on his team. And I don't think he has anything on his team that resists both like Rock Slide and Fairy moves. So I feel like that was pretty good coverage. I did consider like, okay, maybe he predicts this Fairy and I should go like Poison or Ghost or something, but then Ghost leaves me open to the dark moves from the Hydreigon or like the ghost moves from Ceruledge, so I kind of leaned away from that. I was also considering flying, because a lot of his team is flying weak or it's neutral. He doesn't really have much stuff that resists flying. And I thought he might have some Terra Grass to get away around the rock weaknesses and stuff. But eventually I just figured Fairy is a pretty good way to potentially pick up some big KOs on the Hydreigon and the Hariyama, and it's just like strong neutral damage. I considered bringing Heavy Slam over this, but like I've run Sylveon before, I know it's not that hard to EV to just live that anyways. So if I'm two-hitting a KO, like I can two-hit KO with Terra Blast, right? Like I don't need the Steel move, and this gives me more overall utility. For Rigorath, I wanted to make sure I have the Fairy move for the Hydreigon. Psychic was both to get chunk the Hariyama better than, non-stab spread move, but also in case there was like a Terra Poison instead of the Terra Steel. and then helping him Trick Room, right, just facilitate all my other mons to pop off. Most weeks I have been bringing kind of a defensive clip Fable. This week I was kind of leaning into a little bit more offensive of one. I EV'd it so that Life Orb Moonblast would always OHKO max HP Hariyama, which is like kind of a weird benchmark because like I don't think you're ever running like 252 HP and 4 special defense. But that's what I decided to go for originally. And then the Terra Ghost is just kind of to get around that. What's it called? The P2, just in case I can start following me away, and he like specs Terra normal moves or just normal moves. And then I had the Misty Terrain because I was really scared of Will-O-Wisps. I wanted to protect my Corvin, or mostly my T-Tar really. Then the Corviknight, my kind of standard set I've been going for. Terrifier again just to protect against the Will-O-Wisp. And because in this team his best answer is going to be the fire moves off the Volcarona, so I wanted to resist that. And then Gastrodon was kind of just here to be kind of like just a good mon. It wasn't necessarily here to do anything specific. It helps against any like waterfalls coming off of the Gyarados. If there was like a Terra Blast from Sylveon or a Porygon or something, it would, protect my team from those. But mostly it was just there to be something that could take a few hits and kind of like clean up some KOs or something. But after I thought about it a few days, like I made this team like Sunday or Monday. I then thought about it more. I didn't really feel like I was getting it, like Rillaboom was gonna do too much for me. So I went to this team. I dropped the Rillaboom in favor of the Klefki. I didn't think he was gonna go for the crit route, so I thought I could get some value out of the screens. Also, I thought that's my best way of mitigating damage off this Porygon and this Ceruledge. Like, yes, I have some resists. I don't really have a ton of resist for the Ceruledge, so I do kind of really want the Reflect for that. And also, Prankster Misty Terrain is a little bit more reliable than, like, Clef tacking that on. Because this way, like, if there is Trick Room up, I can get the Misty Terrain up before he Will-O-Wisps my Tyranitar or something, right? And again, still Terra Ghost for, Porygon, Fake Out. I don't really know what to do with that. But yeah, it was mostly just for those. And then the Clefable, I actually kept the same exact spread, but I swapped out Misty Terrain for Meteor Beam, and I gave it Power Herb. This Meteor Beam, like I said earlier, nothing on his team resists both Fairy and Rock, at least not without a Terra. So I figured this was a way I could kind of surprise KO either the Volcarona or the Ceruledge. I don't know the calc on the Gyarados. Gyarados is pretty especially bulky, so I don't know if it KOs. Maybe Helping Hand, Meteor Beam would have KO'd. If I saw it, that's probably what I would have gone for. But yeah, it was a way to snipe that. Meteor Beam into Moonblast would always kill the Dusclops, so I figured it was good for that. And then like +1 Moonblast should always kill the not Iron Hands, Hariyama. Otherwise, the only other really change I made for this team was I changed Psychic to Psychic Noise. Psychic isn't getting any of one hit kills anyway, so the little bit of base power loss doesn't matter. And Psychic Noise will block both the Bitter Blade, the Drain Punch, and like in theory, I don't necessarily know this is what he's gonna go for, but like it would stop like the Citrus Berry and the leftovers, and stuff like that. So I figured it was just like a little bit better of a tech move. AJ's team is not exactly what I expected, obviously, but it's really cool. He went for this kind of something I didn't really ever expect him to bring was this Belly Drum Hariyama. It kind of makes sense in the idea that like this is his best mon against me under Trick Room, and he can kind of just, even if I get Reflect +6 Hariyama, it probably still kills basically everything on my team, unless it just straight up resists. And this Terra Steel is pretty good, because that does resist both Fairy and Rock, which made me really happy that I brought this low kick. But yeah, no, so he had end this Heavy Slam, I did the calcs on this. This like always kills Clefairy, like or Clefable, like it's not even funny. Like even if I ever reflect up, I think if he Terra Steals, it just KOs anyways. So this is like pretty good coverage for him to have, especially because like it is pretty predictable for me to go Terra Fairy, Tyranitar. I mean like these are both really heavy mons, so like this still only does like 30%, but I mean if you're +6, that's gonna kill Tyranitar. He went for an offensive Volcarona, which I guess kind of makes sense. I don't really think he needed this Tailwind. Like his entire team kind of outspeeds me anyways, but I guess if I try to surprise him with a Tailwind team of my own, you do want to have that option to cover for that. So I kind of see the vision there. And then Hydreigon. This this is really cool. He has Psych Up. So this way he can copy either the Fiery Dance boots off of Volcarona, or he can get the Billy Drum off. And that's why he told me that's why he had Terra Blast over like a Heat Wave. Because this way if he like Psych Ups the Belly Drum, now he can have Terra Blast off of +6 attack, right? And Breaking Swipe is smart both to mitigate, to not have to bring something that's automatically weak to Rock and still be able to like reduce my attack stat. And also like again, if he psychs up the Belly Drum, this is probably still doing pretty good damage. Or like I said, he can also just like psych up the Fiery Dance boost and stuff. So this is really cool. I didn't really predict that, but I respect the idea behind it. You know, he does bring the Sylveon. The eject button. I guess this is just like stop me if I like bulk up on Corviknight and then go for hit the Sylveon. I get like forced out maybe. I don't really know what the vision there. But otherwise it's kind of like just a supporty, right? Helping hand get a KO, something else. Yawn kind of forced me to switch around. It's cool. But then these two, this was a really cool tech he had. So he brought the Grassy Seed, Dusclops, which effectively gives them an EVLA boost in the grassy terrain, right? But then he's not holding an item, so this knockoff does a lot less damage then. But he also has the trick, so he can then take the EVLate off of the Thwackey, and now he hits +1 Dusclops with EVLate, which is kind of nasty. This mon tanks basically everything anyways. That makes it even more gross. And he is pretty smart to bring the Brick Rake here, just covering for that option if I have screens. Technically Hariyama does get Brick Rake, but like if you're bringing Brick Rake on Hariyama, even if you're not going for a Blade Drum set, like you are very much giving up another move that you probably want to be running. Like Drain Punch is just so good on a tanky mon like this. I can understand that, but he does get it here, so it's a pretty good idea to bring it. The Endeavor is pretty smart on like a weak mon, especially if you're going to give away your Eviolate. So I don't know. He has some like really cool stuff here. I respect it. It was fortunate that like some of the stuff I just happened to cover for. Like I brought the low kick anyways, so like even though he like Terra Steals, I still have a fighting move into that. Depending on like how the speed tiers match up, I can Psychic Noise and stop some of this stuff from going off. And I happened to decide that I wanted to bring Meteor Beam Klefki like 2 hours before a game. And he did bring Volcarona, and nothing that naturally resists it, so yeah, I don't know, it's really cool. This kind of allowed me to force a lot of Terras pretty early, or potentially, at least. And yeah, no, I'm really happy with how this week went. AJay has some really cool stuff. I respect how much he cooked. This is all really smart, and yeah, it's pretty awesome.
You know what? I'd probably lose to the Lugia team again, alright? This is the guy with a team built around crits. Oh wow, that's crazy. There's no Ceruledge, or P2, or Z, whatever it is. Can do this. Do I go for the tech turn 1? Is that the play? What do I think he's gonna lead? Do I go Clef Giraffe or like Cheetar Giraffe? If we do this to be safe, and just go for this. And depending on what he leads, we go for our cute little move of the week. Ooh. I think we do just like send it because there's like no way he calls this. Fuck. No, it's totally Hariyama being scared of the moves, which is fine. I go first and I stop with Drain Punch if that's what he's going for. Though if he heavy slams, I definitely do just fucking die. I kinda did forget about that. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so Clefairy's going down, but if I don't miss... Fucking go! Let's fucking go! Diva's popping off! Oh, and it's faster than my giraffe. That's crazy. Actually, that's not that crazy. Because I'm, like, quiet. Oh, shit. No, that's so fucked up. Oh, why am I quiet? Drain punch me now. Drain punch me now. Oh. I think I follow me in Trick Room. Bye fucking Clefable. Just a casual like 7 billion%. Oh wait, no, I'm unaware. No, I'm not. I'm not even unaware. Fuck. I probably still die. This is fucking Terra Steel Helping Hand. Maybe I should have gone Core. No. Because Core might underspeed. I think I keep this and just to be safe. Fuck! Oh! Sylveon doesn't get Trick Room itself, right? Like, guys, my cat is so mad that she's locked downstairs. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. I'll go to sleep for killing your damaged mon. wonder how much that does if I need the helping hand. Not throat spray. Interesting. Bye-bye. Oh, berry maybe? I can do this. And I bet this kills. Or maybe it gets close at least. Hi Ashley. Kill her, she slays. Let's go. No investment. But this is a fucking plot effective move. So surely it kills, right guys? Okay. Fucking go, dude. See, the T-Tar's the bait. They get scared of the T-Tar. I just killed them with the support mons. Maybe I shouldn't, whatever, it's fine. I need to preserve my KD after fucking shitting the bed for 7 years straight. It's so... God, dude, I dropped so much. It's so bad. Actually, we go for this, just in case this doesn't kill, because then you get another item, and that probably will kill with the sand. And I am faster. Oh, wait, no, do you have this dodge here? It doesn't. Wait, is it no item? Do I not get a no? Okay. Oh! That's kind of heat. Okay, okay. I killed the Sylveon, my biggest enemy. Okay. No. Yes. Go away. Leave her alone. I know you don't want her up here. My favorite, Coke Zero. The beverage of divas. Wait. I didn't press A, guys. I'm fucking stupid. I blame my mom. She distracted me. What did he lead? And we go this in the back, and Clef does just kind of like eat though, like. Ooh. What? Why is it called Finger Man? I hate that. Jacob, are these the evil nicknames you're talking about? Because I did not notice any of them last game. What was it? I didn't see. Oh, that's so fucked up. That is fucked up. That's crazy. I thought AJay was a good guy, but ooh. The way that like I probably eat this with hammer anyways, because it's fucking baby monkey, but whatever. Okay, this doesn't kill. Ooh. Oh, that's like kind of cute. That would have died. That's interesting. I like that, AJay. That's pretty heat. Baby Monkey's faster than everything. What do I have in the back? Corvin Clef. I don't need Trick Room. Lucky only did that much because it crit. Bro, this one's so fucking evil. That was fucking helping hand rock slide. It took like fucking 4%. That's crazy. And now we'll do it again. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Not really. I guess I have to do this. And it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Oh, AJay, what are you doing? No, you don't do that, AJay. I don't. Like, I know you're bulky, but I feel like I do at least 75%, man. Oh no, maybe it lives this and you're just fucking crazy. Okay, no. Yeah. Oh, I wonder if that mattered. I wonder if that mattered. Cause like, T-Tar is T-Tar, but like, Hariyama do have like a gazillion HP, so... Um... Maybe I shouldn't be greedy and have Brave Birded, but it has no item, so... There's no way that it's 4 HP though, you know what I mean? But I guess like even like max HP and like some defense, like it's still doing it in 75%. Terra Fire, interesting. Oh, I bet I live this though. Unless you're like specs. Yeah. That's fucked up. I probably should have. I kind of forgot I didn't Terra, and that was like really obvious you would Terra that into something, and I should have clicked like a better move, but. Yeah, that one might have mattered. I mean, also could have just like clicked Brave Bird and like not mattered, but it didn't have Eviolite anymore because the Dusclops tricked it off. So that's why like I don't know if it did matter. You know what I mean? That's fucked up. I don't know, man. Alright. Well, that's the game.